What up, YouTubers? Alright, this Victim from Victim Gaming. I just did a complete run through of the game's Thief. It just came out yesterday. I downloaded it, like, I had to have it. I was like, alright, this is a big game, gotta get it. And I wasn't planning on doing a complete run through. I wasn't planning on staying up until almost 5 o'clock in the morning playing this game. But it happened. And that right there is my first impression and what I want to offer to you, because I love this game. I had some complete surprises with this game, and it's one of those games you just don't want to stop. There are points to where, and you can save it at any time and stop it, but then you're like, oh, but I'm almost there. I'm almost there. It's one of those games that, like, you get done with one chapter and you're like, oh, that's got to be the end of the game, and then you're like, holy crap, I got 10 more chapters to go. Or I don't even know what the number of chapters is right now. But speaking of surprises, though, let's just go into that. Fear. I did not expect to be frightened in this game at all. Not a horror fan. Hate horror. Hate being scared. And this game did it to me. And it was the chapter that I was going to go to sleep on. I was like, alright, I'm going to finish this chapter and go to bed, and then next thing you know, I'm scared crapless, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not dealing with those nightmares, I'm going to finish the game. So, be prepared for that. Nudity, there is some nudity. You're in a brothel for one of the chapters, so there's some anime boobies and some moaning and groaning going on. So I'll be prepared for that. I wish that they would have added a parental control for that, so that younger players could play it without losing their innocence. AI. There's some bad reviews out there for this game. I don't know why. I haven't read through all of them. Obviously, I was too busy playing the game and loving it. But apparently some of my viewers were saying that there's a lot of people mad and scoffing and whatnot about the AI. And as you see right here, there's some daywalkers and stuff. They just don't really do anything. Then they got the guards. They do normal patrols, and if you get too close to them, then they go into a spooked mode, and then they go into attack mode if they actually do see you. I thought that they work absolutely great. They're very fluid in their movement, and the only thing that's really glitchy about them is sometimes you can just round a corner and they're like, oh, I guess he's not there anymore. Oh well, you know, maybe if you go on a harder mode, I did it on normal mode, maybe on a harder mode they don't do that. I don't know. I guess that's something I'll have to find out. Excuse me. So let's back up just a quick second. Go from surprises to what is the game. The game's what I would consider a role-playing game. You're playing a thief, and there is some superpowers going on. There is a disease going on called the gloom, and everyone's dying of the gloom, and then the rich people are trying to get away from the poor people, and all the poor people have a revolution in the middle of this game against the rich people, and then all of a sudden there's a twist in there of who's really in charge, and it's great. So there's lots of twists and turns, great storyline, really loved it. I thought that, especially for a single-player game, they did a good job of keeping the game entertaining, other than the actual aspect of just playing the game. On that note, what I didn't like about was the player development, character development. I thought that, I guess this is just out of what I've grown up with, is you start out with a weak character, and by the end of the game you got a complete, tank. You got somebody and you're battling other tanks with it. So I didn't really see that much. By the time you got your money, you were either in the middle of a mission and stuff, and then you're buying arrows, and you didn't really have the money to buy the upgrades. So here I am at the end of the game. I think I only bought like 2 or 3 character upgrades, like for his actual armor or stuff like that. So I would like to see some more thought put into that, maybe. Maybe going back and saying, hey, we're going to add more versatility for the player that will actually affect his gameplay. If you're a real sneaky dude and you like to hide in the shadows all the time and not not be seen at all, then maybe you can get some better armor. Maybe you can get some softer shoes, some Jordans or something. That way you can sneak through the alleyways and not be heard. You can jump higher. I don't know. But I didn't really see that. So I would love to see that built into the game at some point. And maybe even some multiplayer. I am a big believer that any game that has a co-op feature is gonna be 10 times more valuable to me as a gamer than a game that's single player. You spend $50, that's what the game's going for right now, give or take, depending on there's different packages out there. But you spend $50, you play through it for 12 hours, and then what are you gonna do? You have the free roam, and then you can go back through and try and better your score. Go back through on harder levels, but it's still the same maps, it's still the same AI. So I don't know how they would do it, don't ask me that. Maybe a co-op, because you're kind of playing co-op with one of the other characters throughout it. A little cat and mouse game going on, and in the beginning you start out doing a little co-op mission against this player. So I think it would be awesome if all of a sudden, like, if they were to incorporate something like that to where you and your friends could have little, like, thief races, see who could pick the most locks in this time, who could steal the most stuff through this place. I think that would add a lot to the game. You just saw me pick a lock on a door. You get to knock out lights, steal stuff, all that stuff. It's awesome. And I just said stuff like 3 times. I'm sorry, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm hopped up on Red Bull. I'm pumped about the game. I wanted to get my first thoughts out to you guys, so they're fresh in my mind. What I've been doing lately, gaming wise, is playing a lot of new release games, and a lot of those come out and you're paying 20, 30, 40, whatever dollars, and they're still developing the game. You don't even get a full product. Yeah, you'll get the full product when it comes out, but you're paying to help them develop. I hate it. I say it in almost all my videos, I'm sorry, but I hate it. This game, I paid $50 and I got $50 worth of a game out of it. Everything works. The only glitches that I found in this game were when I didn't know what the controls were and the game was sitting there laughing at me, calling me stupid. It happens. But either way, like I said, take the review for what it is. I just got done with it. I'm gonna continue playing it. Check out the stream. Right now, like I said, it's being sold for $50. It is a bit of a pricey game. I was not overly excited about buying it because of the price. And with that, if you're on a PC, check your computer specs. When I was first watching this game get streamed right before I bought it, the guy was running, if I remember right, he was running 8 gigabytes of RAM, I'm not sure what type, and one 770, and I'm not sure what the code on the back of it was. GTX, whatever. I run two 660 GTXs and 16 gigabytes of RAM. I ran this on all the normal modes. I upped the brightness and I upped my field of vision, and I was streaming, and my stream looked just as fine as any other game that I stream. I had no issues. But definitely, because I have seen it already, check your specs before you buy the game. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to hit me up. If you want a more professional answer, feel free to hit up the developers. I know as soon as I bought the game, I put it up on Twitch or on Twitter, and the developers at Thief favorited my comment. So obviously they're monitoring their social media. So if you have any issues, hopefully they'll be able to answer it. Right now it's being sold, like I said, $50 at Steam, different packages. I think it's out for PS4. I'm not sure about Xbox. I know Newegg is announced that they're selling it. So check it out. I'm going to stop rambling now. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. If you'd like to see something in the future, let me know. I'll try and get it done for you. If you like something I'm doing or you don't like it, feel free to comment. I got thick skin and I'm here for you guys, so hopefully I can develop myself just as much as I'm playing games and helping those guys develop. So hope to see you guys again. Take care and see you soon.